boys, after not shooting it so well last game, huh?
Yeah, for sure. I thought we did a great job. One of our keys was done inside. AJ 9 for 10.
Yeah.
He did a great job just kind of setting the precedent that we're going to be physical tonight. And I think that kind of got our offense going because I think they were in scrum mode most of the time. And then, Al was hitting threes, so that helped us a lot. So I think we just put him in hard situations.
AJ career high?
Yeah. Teammates are finding me, giving me good spots. That's all I can ask for. And, when we got a lot of guys who can score, it takes pressure and it helps, alleviate me get better matchups. So it's my teammates help me there big time.
Seems like you guys had your way in the paint the other day.
Yeah. Coach we always try to throw it in. So that was just the game plan and we were able to execute it. So it's good.
You guys are rebounding better, it seems like, last few games.
Yeah, that was a huge key to our game today. They're one of the top rebounding teams in the conference. Holding our block out, that we did a good job. There were a couple plays. Number 7 got in there and got a couple offensive rebounds. So I think we did a really good job. Only 4 offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
And I think that's just a testament to our focus and our engagement this whole week. We had a long week, so we kind of worked on ourselves a lot.
Yeah.
And I think it showed today.
How did you guys process the Oakland game where you shot 30-some%, totally unlike you guys? How did you process that?
The only way you can process that is just keep moving forward and trusting your work. Can't really reflect on, we had a bad shooting night. Just stay at it and good things will come to you. So that's what we did. Yeah, I think that's. This long week helped us not playing throughout the week and coming in today. So I think we all got in the gym, we all worked. So I think that was good for us for our mental capacity, just to know that it's one bad shooting game. We haven't had that all year.
Yeah.
Things happen, but I think in that game we did a lot of good things. Shots just weren't falling. It's one of those things, and I think today proved that it doesn't happen very often. And I think we were locked in offensively and defensively, and this is the result we get.
Quick start. Seemed like you guys were in a hurry to put this game away. You have somewhere to be tonight, or?
Yeah.
Kind of. We were tired of having close games. We wanted to go in there, set the tone, be comfortable, but also be aggressive and be who we are, and that's what we did.
Tanner, so your last year, you're over 2,000 points. Do you count that, or you're thinking 2,000 here?
It doesn't really matter to me how many points I score. I think as long as we win, that's the biggest key. Talking to Coach Sargent, you think about those things and how sweet they probably are, individual accolades. But then whenever you really look at the big picture, hanging a banner is the biggest goal we have right now, and that's still in the hunt. That's still in our eyes. I think that'll be the biggest thing that I'm looking for. Individual accolades, they're cool. I think whenever I get older, I'll be able to look back at that. But I think, for now, the thing that'll satisfy me the most is getting the banner.
It was fun 2 years ago, wasn't it?
For sure.
Yeah.
I think that's what we all remember. That's the time that we all remember, and that's what we're working for. We know how to get there. We have a team to get there. So it's really just coming each and every day, working hard and sticking to what we're good at, and then just going out there and competing.
All right, this is another one from the trivial department. So that's your 6th 100-point game, okay, which is insane. The record here at Wright State is 7 all time. So you're knocking on the door. What do you explain that level of offense?
This guy has 2,000 points, so yeah, he'll tell you. We just have a lot of great scores, and it's all it is. Just looking at the teams we've had, I think our selflessness is the biggest thing. You look today, we had the first time we played them, we had 27 assists. Tonight we had 20. Not a lot of teams do that. Not a lot of teams have 5 to 6 guys who can score 10 plus points and put up 20 points. And I think that's a big key to it. And we want to see each other be successful because we know that brings team success. I really think just having good players surrounding you makes it hard for opposing teams to come in here and kind of pick who they want to play, aggressive. And so I think that was just the main thing tonight. AJ had it going tonight, and I think that's the engine to our whole team. So I think we just got to keep riding that wave.
And there was one stretch, I believe they tried to make a run and they had a fast break or whatever. It was you that blocked the layup or a dunk or whatever.
Yeah.
The guys come down the other end, I think Alex in three, and that
Yeah.
kind of settled things out. Did you sense at that point that, they were maybe trying to make a run, that you needed to make a big play there?
I think, before that media timeout, before that block had happened, we were talking about just our second effort has to get better. We have to make more plays on the ball. We need to block some more shots. Just get better effort. That opportunity happened, and I think me being a leader, I have to go try and make that play. Whether if I block it or if I foul them, just giving that extra effort kind of just shows the guys that we need to do that. And that needs to be a part of our DNA. Credit to Alex because him hitting that shot, it's a huge shot, got the crowd engaged, and I think that got our spirits up even more.
Coach, just a couple first thoughts. And then.
I think they're the leading rebounding team in the league. They're out rebounding opponents by 6 or 8 a game. Leading offensive rebounding team. We held them to 4 offensive rebounds. Just very, very pleased with excuse me, how we played there. I thought we were very connected defensively. And I think it doesn't seem like a lot when you look back on it, but the play of the game was Tanner blocking that dunk and us going there because they were kind of moving back into the game, and Tanner just made a great play. But defensively, it's close to probably as good as I've seen us all year. Just connected, tight. I think we held them under 1 point per possession, which is maybe the first time in league. And so it leads to points for us. And they know we're going to throw it in. We knew we were going to throw it in. Only took 11 threes. But AJ was tremendous. Brandon was really good. I mean, it's like everybody was emotionally here, and if we'll do that, we'll be fine.
It seemed like you got that quick start, and except for that one little run they made and Tanner stopped it,
Yeah.
you guys were in control.
It's very, very similar to the game we played there. We just off to a very hot start offensively, and they went to a bigger lineup because they knew, they just know we're going to throw it in, and they started. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, number 7, freshman. Good, he played good player. He played hard. Just to be bigger and bigger around the rim, but AJ was just posted so hard today and got him in foul trouble and just did a nice job.
So, 6th 100-point game of the year. You're going to be doing clinics this summer on offense, not defense.
And what am I going to tell them? Hey, just cut your players loose and let them play and throw it in. I mean, we're not doing anything super special. We really aren't. We just have good offensive players that. They're so used to each other now. I thought Trey made some tremendous passes to the post. So the game's so easy for Trey. You hardly even notice him. The guy has 21 points and 8 assists and 5 rebounds. He had 4 at half. Was one of our leading rebounders. So, that's what we needed. We needed our guards to rebound, our other guys to block out. They did that. And I just have so much respect for Andy. I really do. I was very concerned about this game because when we played them there, it felt so easy that I thought our players might think it was going to be the same way, and our players just came ready. Part of it is you're coming off a loss. You've been sitting on it all week and stewing on it, and so emotionally you're ready to go.
Kind of one of my questions, Scott, when you have a game that was kind of an outlier like Oakland was, how do you bounce back? Do you just...
I don't know. I was concerned just even watching us all week in practice. It's just like, oh my goodness, we've lost our mojo offensively. We just didn't, even in practice, we looked like a mess. And the kind of start that Al got off to, Al was so good in the first half and shot it. And, that's what we need from him to play with that kind of confidence. And so I did have some concern, because we played so poorly and shot it so poorly against Oakland, that maybe we lost some of our mojo. But 72% in the first half. But you guys did such a good job of throwing it in when people were open.
I think that's your seventh,
Okay.
I'm sorry. I think that was your seventh game of 60% or better shooting. That'll get it done.
Yeah, I mean, one we throw it in, and two we have good shooters. We do, and you know Trey doesn't hardly miss anything mid range.
34 buckets, 20 assists
Yeah.
in those buckets. Can you remember, you've been coaching a while, can you remember a team that's been as unselfish as a team like this?
Oh, I mean, I've had several of them. I guess you know I've coached so many of them. I can't. There's no way I could even answer that question. But we do pass the ball pretty well, particularly when we take care of it. Like we only had 7 turnovers. At the percentage we shoot, normally, if we only have 7 turnovers, we're a good chance we're going to score a lot of points.
Back to rebounding, Scott, I know it was a concern, but even, was the Oakland game, you had like 16 offensive rebounds or something, you know? Or was that Detroit? I can't remember.
We're getting closer.
Yeah.
I think we're getting closer, you know, and it you know, there's only so many drills and so many things I can say. And at some point, you either just decide, you know, I just tell the players this all the time. It's either you don't understand or you don't care. I mean, at some point, that's what it comes down to. If things aren't changing, and I speak for myself too. Like my wife could say the same thing to me. Like either you don't understand or you don't care. You know, there's some things I need to change. But it is true when if you don't change, it's probably one of those 2 things. Either you don't understand what we're trying to get you to do, or you don't care like you should. And you know, at the end of the season here, it just needs to be hardly me even talking. And the players should be running the whole thing.
Nice to have Andrew back, another weapon for
Yeah,
you.
we need to get him going.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just been he just like even his timing, he's not in great shape. Like that first 3 took, you know, I mean, when's the last time he took a 3 in a game? I mean, it just and so we need to get him back in practice, get his timing because he's going to be important to us offensively. I think, you know, when we play some of these teams that we've struggled with in zone and things like that, we need to get him going again.